Age is just a state of mind. Seniors Matter by Catherine Oliver.
My niece's 3-year-old looked pensive, then quizzical. When you are heavenly, will you be different? It was my turn to be quizzical. Thinking she meant my death, and that not being her parents I was on shaky ground here, I stalled. It was up there with, where do I come from? Oh, after your party, she added, in a tone that only the very young, tolerating the old, can master. Oh, you mean when I am 70? I have never been so happy with that response. Yet it set me thinking. My mother died when she was 70, her father at 72. Perhaps I'd better prepare. Seriously? Then Ellen rang. You might recall an article written about this former resident to honour her turning 101. Ellen has become one of my closest friends. Intelligent, articulate, funny, into art, and willing to have a go at everything. She is a daily lesson in how to live well. Neither circumstance nor environment cowers her. Recently, I asked her about her life's philosophy. She gave 3 gems. Never take anything for granted, as you don't know what's around the corner. Strive hard to be positive, and learn something new every day. I might add she has a wicked sense of humour. The first proved true with the death of a dear friend at the end of October. This eccentric, self-made Englishman, who had had a tough start in a boys' home, was the epitome of a positive thinker. He shared Bob the Builder's mantra of, can we fix it? Yes, we can. Once I came home to find him on his hands and knees in front of my TV, replacing the VCR. Trouble is, it didn't need replacing or repairing, and I didn't know he was coming. Being a keen recycler of roadside treasure, he had spotted a better one for me, and being ever helpful, just had to install it. His death is balanced by the new life of spring. Ducklings grow fast in the lush, fresh greenery around our pond, and babies are born to family, friends, and community. Faces crinkle with soft joy, and adult cares vanish as aunts, uncles, and grandparents take up their new mantles. We talk of a king's ransom, but what about a baby's? Amazingly, each of us has had that extraordinary power. We have all evoked unconditional love, albeit fleetingly in some sad cases. We know deep within us what it is. As we grow, it is a life task that unconditional love afforded us at birth needs must come from ourselves if we are to mature into healthy adults. The order of life is that our parents will die before us. Our source of such love will cease to exist. Our life partners, if we have them, may or may not be able to carry such a load, and may also die before us. But before we love ourselves, we must know ourselves. Socrates advised, know thyself. Shakespeare's Hamlet says, to thine own self be true. Yet will knowing ourselves alone grant us internal peace and happiness? Not necessarily. We might loathe much of ourselves. So we still need to strive to be better as we age and make the most of the years for wisdom and self-forgiveness. Tennyson's Ulysses urges to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield, as he defines old age. As Christmas approaches, a Christian baby takes centre stage. Have you ever thought, why a baby? This baby commands the unconditional love of all others in the nativity story. This baby is not a remote religious concept. Because of our own beginnings, we can all choose to relate. Such love is something we have all experienced since our first breaths. The first thing we learnt was how to receive it. Knowing it, we can give it. For Christians, one task as adults then is to not only love God, but to find and accept unconditional love again for ourselves, and then to love others. As the Christian commandment says, to love thy neighbour as thyself. By the time you read this, I will indeed be heavenly one way or another. Happy Christmastide to you all.
About Catherine. Catherine Oliver is living it up in retirement living. She provides insight to dispel the stigma of growing older. This article was read by Rebecca Rose.
Kathy Oliver,